Hello, I'm LeeAnn Piermont Camut, children's book author, and I'm here with my helper today, Carly.
Hi.
And she is going to help me make French toast. Not just any old French toast, but emphasis on the toe, because we are celebrating the release of my new book, Toe Jam. So we're going to make a special kind of French toast today. I'm going to go over what some of the ingredients are that you need to have for this. In here we have 8 eggs. You can use egg whites if you want. You could use, you could double that and use like 16 egg whites, or you could use an egg substitute if you want to cut the fat. We also have some heavy cream. If you're over in the UK, that would be known as double cream. You could also use single cream. You could also use milk, or you could use a fat-free skim type milk. The choice is really up to you. What I'm doing here is I'm combining a cup of heavy cream with a half a cup of regular milk, just to lighten it up a little bit, give it a little bit of lightness in there, because the cream tends to be a little heavy. And then I have a teaspoon, about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. You could use a vanilla bean, which would also be great. Take a vanilla bean, split it, scrape out the seeds, put that in there. You could use a different flavor extract if you want to use almond extract. The choice is really up to you. You could use rose water if you wanted a rose flavor. Your options are totally open there. This is the zest or the peel from one tangerine. Now you could use the zest from an orange, or you could use the zest from a lemon or a lime, or really anything. It's up to you. You could omit the zest if you don't really care for that. Then what we did is we squeezed the juice from that same tangerine. So this is the juice from one tangerine minus the seeds, because we don't want the seeds in there. The juice from one tangerine. You could use the juice from the orange, or a juice from a lemon, or whatever else you wanted to do, or you could totally leave out the juice. Or you could get fancy and use something like passion fruit juice, you know, something exciting like that. We have spices here. We have about a 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Again, you can leave out the spices, or you can put something else in if you prefer. You could put all cinnamon in. It's about a 1/4 teaspoon of each. Okay. Now, what else you want to have is you want to have some bread. What we're doing today is, later today, we're actually having some kids come over and we're doing the book trailer video for Toe Jam, which is kind of exciting. So I'm actually making this French toast for them to have as a snack. So now we're going to actually get into how we're going to make the French toast. So I'm going to take the eggs here and I'm going to scramble them, beat them up here. Not really scramble them, beat them up. Right, Car? Mm-hmm. Okay. Pour in the milk or the cream, whatever. It doesn't matter which one you do, whatever one you want to do first. But it's very easy. You can have your kids help you. I always say to the kids when I do school visits and I talk about the recipes, I always tell the kids to make sure they have an adult's permission before they go in the kitchen and try to do something like this, or definitely before trying to cook. It's always good to have an adult supervision, because it can get a little bit crazy in the kitchen, right, Car? Okay, so this is nice and incorporated there, I think. So what we're going to do now, oh, also good to do too, which I didn't really say in the beginning, but always make sure your hands are clean, like ours, right? Wash your hands good before you start. And anytime you touch raw egg yolks, anything like that, make sure you wash your hands after that. We prepped all of our stuff in the beginning, so we're good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is actually get started with dipping the bread. And what I have over here is I have my skillet here, and I'm going to put it on about medium to medium low, the heat on. And I already coated the skillet with cooking spray. Let's see, do we have that? Just double check, that looks good. Okay, so while that's heating up, it has the cooking spray on it. We're going to start dipping these. This is the fun part. This is like the messy part, right? So you want to take your bread and just kind of dip it in there and coat it. And then gently, it gets really kind of hard to work with because it's really soft when it gets wet. So I'm going to do a couple, and then I'm going to let Carly do some. And then just carefully we're going to put them out here. You could put them right on the hot skillet, but because we're doing so many, we're just going to let them sit there and just like absorb the egg yolk. This is the part you really want an adult to do because you can burn yourself. So this is why you need to work with an adult. Now what I like to do too, this is kind of not the traditional way to do things, but what I like to do is if I have extra, which we have extra right now, I like to pour a little bit on there while it's in there. Not something that you'll see in cookbooks and not the traditional way of doing things, but I like to do this because it really fluffs it up. So now we have our French toast getting very close to being ready to be flipped. So you look underneath, and when you see it starting to get this golden brown color, you want to carefully flip it. So again, we have it on medium right now. As you see it like that, you can turn it down a little bit if you feel like it's getting too hot. This is my first cooking video. Hopefully this is going okay. I do like to cook, and I do put recipes on my website and in my children's books. But I thought this time it would be fun to do something related to the book. Okay, so we'll let it cook a little bit on the other side. And actually, it doesn't really even have to cook that long on the other side, because as you can see, it's already done. So I'm going to ask Carly to get that plate over there, the serving plate that we have on the table. Okay, and voila. We have French toast, but we don't have the toe part yet. We have the normal French toast. The actual toes come later, right, Car? Mm-hmm. Okay. And you can actually smell the spice in there too, this like the cinnamon. Can you smell that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it smells good. Might be a little bit of the cardamom we're smelling too. Okay, so I'm going to get you 2 hands to carry this back to the table. And now I'm going to put the rest of them on. And we're going to add these to it, because these are pretty much done. I'm going to shut the burner off. Okay, so you have all your French toast made, and now the fun part, decorating it with the feet. So there are different ways you can do this. If you have a copy of Toe Jam, you can page through to the back of the book, And you'll see that's where the recipe is. And there's different variations on doing the toast, but I'm just going to go over one particular one. But if you have the book, you can go to the back and you'll see the foot stencil. And you can take the foot stencil without actually disturbing the book, and you can hold this up against the window like this, just this page. Or if you don't have the book and you would like to print out a copy of the foot, you can go to my website, which will be listed at the end of this video, and you can print out, there's a printable foot on the website. You can print out on your computer, you can print out a copy of the foot. And what you would want to do is take this and hold it up against maybe a window where there's some light, and take a paper plate, a very thin type paper plate, and you would hold this over top and trace it, as you can see I already did. So you're holding this here, you're putting the plate on top, and you're tracing around with a pen or a pencil. Then what you want to do is take some small scissors and very carefully, you can also have an adult do this, very carefully cut around the image of the foot so that you have the foot intact. Then what you want to do, and like I said, there's different ways you can do this, and you can look on the website or look in the book, and there's many different ways to do this. One way that I like is purchasing some food coloring spray. They come in different colors. I have red, blue, and orange here. They come in different colors. You can get them at arts and crafts stores. You can get them at larger supermarkets perhaps. You could also get it at a cookie or cake decorating supply place. There's different places you can get them, or you can get them online. They're made of food coloring, and they're food safe, so you want to make sure that you use a food safe spray. If you don't want to do that, you can also use powdered sugar, which if you're in the UK, that's known as icing sugar, and you can just do the image of the foot like that. What I'm going to do is a combo of both, because I found that this is really fun and makes a really pretty, very attractive foot. So what you want to do is you want to take some powdered sugar or some icing sugar, put it on top, and spread it out with a spoon. Have fun with it, you know. And it looks something like this. So you have a thick coating on there. Looks almost like snow. Then you want to take your plate and take the image of the foot and carefully place it over top, pressing down gently. Now this is the fun part, that if you're having a party and you have a lot of kids over, this is the part that they're going to really love, is just getting into you know, decorating the toast with the sprays, or with the powdered sugar, or with whatever else they want to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the red, and I'm going to give it a little shake, and very carefully I'm going to go around and spray. You want to be careful to spray the edges. You also want to be careful to hold it up at a distance so it's not too close. If it's too close or you go too forceful, the powdered sugar will start going everywhere. So you want to hold it at a distance and do it gently, like a gentle kind of spray. And you know, if it doesn't come out as a perfect foot, that's not really important. You just want to have fun with it. So just make sure whatever you're doing, you're having fun. And there you have it, toe jam French toast. Enjoy.